We're continuing our National Signing Day coverage, now sitting down with 2023 four-star offensive lineman Ryqueze McElderry, who by this time this video come out, you would have basically sort of already signed and already be enrolled at Alabama. But man, with that in mind, how are you feeling now knowing that, yo, I'm about to get started on my journey, like in a couple of days, about to be practicing with Alabama?
I'm a little nervous. I'm anxious. I'm ready to get down there and put in work. That's all that's been on my mind. Like just going down there to put in work and just earn my spot and show everybody what I'm working with.
Yeah, that's awesome for you, man. You get an opportunity to just go right in before you start a class. You get to go in and basically start a class in terms of getting to know the football side of things a little bit at Alabama. But here we're going to take a step back, man, go all the way back before Alabama, before the D1 offers, before the four-star ranking was put on you, before all of that, man. Growing up, was it always football? Did you like any other sport? What was it like growing up in terms of your attraction to sports?
Well, my attraction to sports came from my mama. Single parent. She didn't really know how to raise me because I was a boy at the time, so she didn't really know how to raise a young man. So she put me into sports, and then sports changed my life for the better. So basically, I started off with basketball. So basketball was my favorite sport. Like I was a hooper way before I started playing football. Then I got into football. And then it just took off from there. Like I was in, Pee Wee, Little League football. Next thing you know, I got the wind knocked out of me. Bad, like real bad. I got the wind knocked out of me real bad. And like I had started crying. I'm a little boy, so like I'm not real good at football just yet. But hey, like that's what happened. So my mom was right there. She didn't know what. She was gonna go crazy, but she just left me alone. I picked myself up, and then I just got back to work. And then from that day forward, like I just had like a dog mentality that I wouldn't let nobody whoop me. So I mean, that's how football really started for me.
Yeah, and that story right there is kind of the story of football all the time, man. You playing the game, that you always, let me get this first hit. Let me get hit one time, or let me get that first hit out the way. And I'm good the rest of the night. It's kind of how football is most of the time, man. And of course, you said football was your first love. You loved football, and did you always play on the offensive line? Were you a running back or something at any time, or were you always just offensive lineman, defensive lineman type of guy?
Offensive lineman, defensive lineman type of guy. I always had the green stick on my helmet.
Okay, that's good. That's good, man. But of course, you move on. You start to grow and learn football and get better as a offensive lineman. Big time offers start to roll in. When did you start to realize that, I can get an opportunity to play football at the college level and farther than that?
After my freshman season, one of the best seasons that I had out of my football careers. And then this year, I had got hurt my sophomore year, so I had to pick up back where I left off from my freshman year. But this year, my senior year, I picked up like again real big. So once I seen that I can go further and actually get scholarships and stuff, like I said, after my freshman year. Dropped my film, got like a couple of thousand views, a couple of shares and stuff. So I'm like, okay, man, like, hey, I think I'm working with some. Then my coach, my football recruiter, Coach Ball, he started sending out he started sending my film out to like every coach in the nation. Yeah. He started off with little school first and see how that would go. So my first two offers, I had these two offers in the same day, and that was UAB in South Alabama. But then a month later, I want to say a month or two later, and then what's so crazy now, he finna be my coach at Alabama, Coach. When he was at South Carolina, he offered me my first SEC scholarship. So when I got that scholarship, that was like big for me. And like, South Carolina SEC. So I'm like, hey, I can probably go and do something a little bit better than South Carolina. Not saying South Carolina isn't a good school, but I could probably go beyond South Carolina. So after that, 10th grade year come, then junior year come, and then hey, this thing made a commitment, decommitted, and then now I'm rolling with the tide.
Yeah, and going back to all of that, of course you grinded it out, starting to get all of those different offers starting to roll in. First off, shout out to Coach Ball. I know he's doing a big thing for you guys at Anniston, and coincidentally, you're not the first guy to tell me that Eric Wolford offered them in the past, and then now they're going to be he's going to be their coach at Alabama. And I think that speaks towards Coach Wolford's ability to just have an eye for talent, basically. But I'm going back to the first time I actually saw you. I think it was at Dex Preps camp. I think it was at Lincoln. I remember you were, I think you had Afro then. If I'm not, you had Afro. Yeah. Then you it was some big. It was a defensive lineman, and you blowed him like all the way off the camera. Like when we edit this video, I'm gonna make sure that video is shown like at this point. And that's the first time I saw you, and I think after the camp, I asked Dex, I'm like, who is that? Because I had the video, but I didn't know exactly who it was, and he told me who you were and all that. Basically, kind of snowball from me on that. So you stood out to me on that day, and I think you had some offers by then at that point. I don't think Alabama and Georgia came, but they came a little bit later. But I kind of saw what those coaches were seeing in you at that point in time. But like you said, you went on to commit to Alabama. But we're gonna take a sideways course here and talk a little bit about things outside of football. I know we had a video out with you playing a game with me, so I know video games is something that you like to do. But I know a lot of you guys like to listen to music before the game. Is there any artists that you like to listen to before the game? Try to get you hyped up and everything.
I like to listen to Young Boy. I like to listen to Lil Baby. I like to listen to an Alabama rapper. It's two of them. One on Sway Moolah and the other one Honeycomb Brazy. And
you don't listen to Big Yavo, and his name is Big Yavo, right?
Yeah, I listen to Yavo.
Oh, like yeah. I really like Yavo too from Alabama. But you keep going.
Yeah, I like Yavo too, and I love me some Drake, and yeah. Depending on the song, I like me some Chris Brown.
Oh yeah. I agree with you on all of those for sure. Yeah. I like some Chris Brown too. But yeah, actually, that's gonna roll into this little segment that we're gonna do. It's basically like a this or that. I'm gonna ask you something versus another thing. Get to pick the other thing. You don't have to explain. Just can pick whatever you like over the other thing. The first one is gonna be a rapper. You said both of those rappers already, so I'm gonna basically make you choose here over one or the other. So the first one is NBA YoungBoy or Lil Baby.
YoungBoy.
Uno or spades?
Spades.
I don't know how to play spades. I don't even know how to play spades. Not yet. I need to learn though for sure. I need to learn. I need to learn how to play for sure. But Xbox or PlayStation? I think I know what you're gonna choose right here. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be PlayStation. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure you played on PlayStation. Of course, you're gonna want to do both of these things great at the next level, of course. But I want to see which one you I guess enjoy the most, at least at this point. Run blocking or pass blocking?
Run blocking.
Yeah. You can dive into that. Why do you love run blocking? I think I know your answer is gonna be why do you love the run block?
Because I like to put people facing the day.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna give me a good answer on there. And another question there is it's not gonna be this or that, just a question. First I'm gonna ask you the question. Do you watch football movies? Have you watched a lot of football movies, you feel?
I'm not gonna say I watched a lot of football movies, but I watched a few, not a lot, not like every single one of them, but I done watched a few.
Do you have a favorite one by chance?
The Blind Side.
Blind Side, that's a nice one. Actually, that one has pretty decent football in it. Actually, I kind of hate football movies that the football looks like really bad. The Blind Side, the football actually looks pretty decent in Blind Side. Yeah, so you gotta pass with Blind Side, and of course Nick Saban was in Blind Side coincidentally too. Yeah, a lot of top coaches were in that movie. But man, you have an infectious personality, a great personality on the field and off the field, and I think that personality shows on the field. Man, what do you think your personality does for you on the field as a football player and as a leader? Because I think you are a type of guy who people are going to play off really well just based on the energy that you bring.
I don't know. I'm never in a bad mood unless something like really happens to me. But I'm always happy. Like, I'm living life, man. There's nothing really to be mad about. So I'm always happy. I always have a smile on my face. At the end of the day, I know everything's gonna be good and God got me. So I can't really complain about too much. So I'm always smiling. Like, I'm smiling now. Like, you feel me? Like, and I just got so much passion for the game. Like, football is my life. Like, I wouldn't be where I'm at today without football. So like, that played a big part in it. And then again, like, the energy and like the passion that I have for the game, like, if I'm knowing I'm finna get ready for practice, even though I might not want to practice, I'm still gonna have good energy, good posture. I'm still gonna have a good time because I'm doing something that I love. Now, when the game comes, that's a different story because I'm actually playing. I'm going against an opponent, and I get to showcase my talent. And then again, I feel like I'm the type of person that can bring everybody together and get everybody on the same accord, like, go win and be great.
Yeah, I definitely see that from you. I know you talked about with me that you want to be a leader for Alabama in the future, and I think that is in front of you just based on the personality that you have, and also just seeing you on the field, man. You enjoy every moment. It seems, of course, in between the whistles, you're aggressive. You can tell that passion shows when you run block and getting up to the second level, and all of that shows. But after the whistle, quick to celebrate with your team, just having fun. I definitely see that for you, and I definitely see that passion in between the whistles and after it. But thank you so much for the interview. We're going to continue our signing day coverage, of course.